Good evening. Tonight, we present a special investigation into 70 years of American wars, covert operations, military invasions, and regime change campaigns that reshaped nations across the world. Supporters call these actions necessary for global security and democracy. Critics call them interventions driven by power, resources, and geopolitical control. But one fact remains undeniable: millions of ordinary people paid the price. In 1953, Iran's Prime Minister Mohammad Mossadegh nationalized the country's oil industry, ending foreign dominance over Iranian resources. Soon after, a CIA-backed operation helped remove his government from power. The coup restored the Shah's rule and changed the future of Iran and the Middle East forever. 1 year later, Guatemala introduced land reforms that affected major American corporate interests. A covert operation supported by the CIA overthrew President Jacobo Arbenz. The country later descended into decades of political violence and civil conflict. The Vietnam War became one of the deadliest conflicts of the 20th century. The United States entered the war to stop the spread of communism in Asia. Over nearly 20 years, relentless bombing campaigns devastated villages, forests, and cities. Millions of civilians and soldiers were killed before America withdrew in 1975. In Chile, President Salvador Allende nationalized major industries and challenged foreign economic influence. In 1973, a military coup led by General Augusto Pinochet overthrew the government. Declassified documents later revealed American involvement in efforts to destabilize Chile's elected leadership. In 2003, the United States invaded Iraq, claiming Saddam Hussein possessed weapons of mass destruction. No such weapons were ever found. The invasion toppled Iraq's government but unleashed years of chaos, sectarian violence, and instability across the region. Hundreds of thousands lost their lives, while millions were displaced. After the September 11 attacks, America launched its longest war in Afghanistan. The stated mission was defeating terrorism and removing the Taliban from power. 20 years later, trillions of dollars had been spent, thousands had died, and millions were displaced. In 2021, U.S. forces withdrew, and the Taliban rapidly returned to control the country. In 2011, NATO forces launched military operations against Libya during the uprising against Muammar Gaddafi. The intervention was described as a humanitarian mission. But after Gaddafi's fall, Libya descended into civil war, economic collapse, militia violence, and political instability. History is never simple. Some believe these interventions protected global stability and national security. Others believe they destroyed nations, empowered dictatorships, and placed geopolitical interests above human lives. But from Tehran to Baghdad, from Kabul to Tripoli, from Santiago to Vietnam, millions continue to live with the consequences of war. When powerful nations intervene across the world, who truly benefits, and who pays the price?